The house was supposed to be empty. Mark had bought it cheap at auction after the previous owner disappeared. The realtor had laughed nervously when he asked why the price was so low. "Old place just needs some love," she'd said, already backing toward her car. He moved in on a rainy Thursday. No furniture yet, just a sleeping bag in the upstairs bedroom and a flashlight on the floor. That first night, the rain drummed against the windows like impatient fingers. Around 3 a.m., he woke to the distinct sound of footsteps crossing the living room below him. Slow, deliberate, bare feet on hardwood. Mark sat up, heart hammering. He told himself it was the old house settling, pipes, wind, anything but what it sounded like. The footsteps stopped directly beneath his bedroom. Then the creak of someone sitting down on the couch that wasn't there yet. He didn't sleep again. The next few days were quiet enough that he almost convinced himself he'd imagined it. He worked late, came home exhausted, and collapsed into the new bed he'd bought. But on the fourth night, the footsteps returned. Only this time they climbed the stairs. Each step produced a soft, wet sound, like someone walking with soaked socks. They paused outside his closed bedroom door. Mark lay perfectly still, staring at the thin line of moonlight under the door, waiting for a shadow to fall across it. Nothing. Then the knob turned slowly until it locked with a click. He had locked it himself. He always did. The next morning, he found wet footprints leading from the front door all the way up the stairs and stopping right outside his room. Small prints, child-sized. They ended abruptly, as if whoever made them had simply vanished into the wall. He called a priest. He called a medium. Both gave him the same uneasy advice. Leave. But Mark was stubborn. This was his house now, his fresh start. That night, he left every light on and sat up with a baseball bat across his lap. At 2:47 a.m., the power died, all at once. The house plunged into perfect darkness. He heard the footsteps again, faster this time, almost excited, slapping up the stairs. They stopped right outside his door. Then came the softest voice, right against the wood. A little girl's voice, sweet and patient. "Daddy, why won't you let me in?" Mark felt ice pour down his spine. He had no children. He never had. The knob rattled violently. The voice grew frantic, pounding on the door with tiny fists. "Daddy, please, I'm scared out here. It's so dark. Let me in. Let me in. Let me—" The pounding stopped. Silence. Then from directly behind him, inches from his ear on the bed he was sitting on, the same little voice whispered, "Thank you." Mark never made it to the door.